Side and the number 91.
Hotberry
Is the number 91. I believe that's Aaron Smith. And on the tail end of the field, Jimmy Savage in the number 56. Looking for green, they got it. Jimmy Hurley already flirting with a front stretch wall in turn one. Dave Potter now throws a block in the 0-2 down the back stretch. Now to the inside of the number 17 is Speedway. 3 wide in the heat race. The two-wheel deals of the 0-2, the 17 and the 19. Dave Potter again tries to keep the inside lane rolling 3 wide, couldn't quite do it. Jacob Hastings now tries to come to the bottom, can't quite do it. Hurley pulls up to the 4 spot. Cody Richards in the Dodge Dakota, picking them off one by one. Now up to the 2nd spot, looks to the high side with Arsenal. Arsenal couldn't quite do it. Way goes for a spin off the nose of number 91. Way in the 17 gets it going again. Oh, almost come together. They keep it going. We keep the track green. Jason Stinson has the top spot, but lap traffic gonna be a factor. Stinson shoots to the high side. Richards to join. 3 wide again. Down the back stretch. 4 wide. Hurley going through the dirt to get it in turn 2. Hurley now gonna lead it. Dave Potter says, "Me too, man, me too." Potter shoots into the 2nd spot. Richards sideways in turn 4. He holds on to it up against the wall. I don't know how he saved it. But he saved it. It counts. Oh, a little bit of troubles for the 19. Sideways in turn 2. Now slow down the back stretch. He gets it back going again. The 4 now choking over itself. Trying to get back up into the top 5. Oh, big smoke out of the back end of the number 91. Aaron Smith with a flat left rear, burning the tire off that thing into oblivion. Down the towards. But Jimmy Hurley going to lead the heat so far. Dave Potter on his tail through 1 and 2. Keep an eye on the big American flag down the back stretch. Cody Richards in the 3rd spot. Jason Stinson in the 4th spot. Jamie Arsenault out back. 3 wide again in lap traffic as they collect a white flag. Savage in the 52 in the Catbird speed for a great battle ahead of him. 6 trucks under a blanket. In between 1st and 2nd. Lap traffic, a huge factor here. Dave Potter can't quite get through it. The 26 to his back over through the final corners. Checkered flag, the 90's going to win. Jimmy Hurley racks another win. Dave Potter takes 2nd. Cody Richards 3rd. One, I do believe that is Aaron Smith looking for green, and they got it. Hurley roars to life. Dave Potter hot on his tail in the 0-2. Hurley takes the top spot, blown in by himself, side by side behind him though. The Dodge, behind the Dodge, in the number 26, Cody Richards. The Hitman sits 3rd. Back to the 4th goes the 19 of Jason Stinson, absolutely blasted the wall 1 week ago. Back in action in a brand new F-150. Shoots to the high side, couldn't get it done. Now looks back to the inside of Cody Richards. Richards in the number 26. Looks to the high side and Dave Potter can't get it done there. Cody Richards fades back. Now again on the offense on the number 02. Dave Potter still remains in the 2nd run. Oh, battle out of the back of the pack. Get ready. Jimmy Savage caught under pressure from the 869 of Kevin Flanders. The 91 Aaron Smith shoots to the high side. Smith in the big old Ford. Up again on the high side with 20 behind him. Jacob Hastings trying to make some move, didn't work. Smith, the only one willing to do battle up on the high side. Smith plugs away at it, continues. Stinson in the 19 runs clear in the 4 spot. A little bit of pressure from Jamie Arsenault in the 28 Avalanche. Arsenault got a pile of laps around this raceway. Generally in a Malibu, now in an Avalanche. Again to the high side goes a 28 on Stinson. Stinson with the 19 keeps it low. Battle for the 2nd spot. Potter's got it in the 0-2. Cody Richards tries to wear out the Dakota. Pounds that thing into the high lane. Traffic gonna become a factor here. Richards tries to pull a crossover move on the 0-2. Gets up to the inside. Can't quite get there. Lap traffic coming. Jimmy Savage in the 56. Savage, the first one down of the 90. The 90 rolls clear now, picks off the number 20 machine, and Jacob Hastings. Hastings goes down one lap. Dave Potter free and clear of one, now takes on another. Potter on the high side, still sits second. Kevin Flanders now goes one down. Potter on the outside of Flanders. Hastings stays to the inside. Can't quite get around Flanders either. Richards now to follow. Richards hard into the... Gets absolutely pounded in the left rear. Has to go into the pits. Richards keeps it upright. Shoots down pit lane, and the number 26 out of the third spot. He'll have to rejoin the field in turn 3. Disaster for the 26. Potter continuing to try and track down the number 90. Dave Potter in the 02. That truck is a multi-time truck winner at the hand of Alex Tiru back when it was lettered as the number 95. Stinson has slipped his way into the third spot. There's a 3-truck battle for it. Jason Stinson in the 19 sits there. Jamie Arsenal in the 28, down low, now up to the high side goes Stephen Way. Way tries to get the Colorado going. Cody Richards rejoins the field already up and out of shape. Richards in the 26, plugs his way through. 3 wide on the high side goes Aaron Smith out back. Couple lappers putting on a show. Smith ain't a lap down, but he's the next one to fall victim to the number 90 of Jimmy Hurley. Great battle still for the third spot. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You can put a term over all of them. They drive like their eyes closed. They might as well. Stinson continues to lead. Worried about that right front, I'm sure, after a hard hit last week. Arsenal on the 28. Right to his back bumper again. Now Jeremy Way makes move. Or Stephen Way, rather. Stephen shoots to the high side. Just about to the right rear quarter. Can't quite get there. 15 down, 15 up. Halfway to go to the number 90. Halfway done. The battle again for 4 spot. Picks up. All 3 of them under a blanket. About ready to go 3 wide. Way can't quite get there. Stephen Way in the 17. Moves his way into the 4 spot. Now puts the battle to the 19. Jason Stinson has it. Way wants it. Stephen Way tries to get to the high end in that number 17. Stephen Way couldn't get it done this time by. Again, under attack. Dave Potter just buying his time in the 02, waiting for a mistake out of the leader as he works lap traffic. Aaron Smith goes down a lap along with a 52. Down another one, Larry Meserve in the 11th spot. Aaron Smith sits in the 6th spot, trying to track down the 28, who will be the next victim of the number 90. Stinson stays free and clear. Continues in that 3rd spot, but Stephen Way, again in the 17, tries to get to the trophy spot. This is a battle for the money. The winner goes home with a trophy. 4th place goes home with absolutely nothing. Way continues on the high side. Cody Richards now, several laps down, tries to fight back through. The 26, 2 laps down. 3 wide for the 3rd spot. They come together in turn 1. Way pulls to the advantage. Stephen Way finally takes on Jason Stinson in the number 19. Way shoots up to the 3rd spot on the board. Oh, he runs high now. They go side by side. Stinson down low, Way up high. Way goes all the way to the concrete. The number 17 trying to keep the momentum. Jason Stinson fights back down low. Stinson in the 19. Retakes the 3rd spot. Way goes right back to the back bumper again. Cody Richards now here to spoil the podium party. Richards 2 laps down, trying to race the 3rd and 4th. In the back of the pack. Dave Potter, second place runner, goes around now, up against the wall, and goes the 0-2. Problems for second place now. Stinson gonna be second, Way gonna be third. Tough break for the 0-2. Dave Potter gets squirreled up, hits the wall, yellow flag comes out. Potter, the 0-2's stopped onto that straightaway. Yellow flag is out. Haley, in one start, has a win. Picked up a win last year as well.
Your top four are the only four on the lead lap. With 5.
Top four, the only ones on the lead lap. The number 91 of Scott Heath is 2 laps down. In the 5th spot. Looking for green, they got it. Hurley takes over as the lone leader off the restart into turn 1. Way in the number 17 works his way up. Stephen Way jumps up to the 2nd spot. Now they're side by side for 3rd. Arsenault down low in the number 28. Jason Stinson struggling on the high side. He drops from 2nd to 4th. He's out of the money. Stinson gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the hat. The tires are cooled now. Let's see if there's any handling changes through the field. Flanders and Scott Heath battle deep in the field. In turn 2, single file, the top 4 run. Scott Heath in the number 91 sits in the 5th spot, comfortable. Flanders, multiple laps behind him, will not affect. The 91 essentially has 5th locked up. Jimmy Hurley picks off another one. He just needs 2 more to go in that Ram. The Dodge Ram leads it. The Colorado of the number 17, Stephen Way, sits 2nd. And Jamie Arsenault just ran his fastest lap of the feature in the Avalanche, sits 3rd. Hurley's got the quick time of the feature with a 17.3, a long shot away from what the 350 Supers were running here just a little bit ago. Coming to the white flag, 1 to go for Jimmy Hurley's number 9, looking to pick out another win. Hurley continues, 1 lap car ahead of him. Stinson tries to pull a move in turn 1, get through lap traffic. Through the final corners for the final time, running away with it. 2nd run, 2nd feature win. Hurley your winner. Stephen Way 2nd. Jamie Arsenault 3rd. Jason Stinson 4th. Scott Heath 5th. Kevin Flanders 6th. Jacob Hastings, Jimmy Savage, Larry Meservey to round him out.